welcome back to Afternoon Live. Told you we'd be right back. And we are going to talk a lot about a good old topic. Okay, so we do talk a lot about how women have low sexual desire, but did you know that men are just as likely to struggle with low libido as women? And certified sex therapist Megan Meganson is here to share more.
I am.
Do tell. I thought this was like an urban legend.
You know, and that's exactly why I want to talk about it. I mean, you and I have spent a lot of time talking about women and desire and sexuality, and while that's a very important conversation, I think this is a space where the men in our lives aren't getting enough attention.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just could not even believe that that's a real thing, because I feel like we give our men a lot of attention.
We do give our men a lot of attention. I know. So at the Center for Couples and Sex Therapy, we track, why our clients are coming to see us. And our data shows that about 50% of our clients with low desire are women, and the other 50% are men.
Interesting.
So this is something that shows up a lot in our office, but really isn't talked about nearly as much as female sexuality.
Yeah, because everybody knows about the little blue pill.
The little blue
pill. The little blue pill
right.
for men, and you think about it as only an issue physically, not the desire issue.
That's right.
Honestly, everything that's portrayed out here is that men always want to want to get in there.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Well, and I think that is the problem, right? We are socialized to believe that men are hungry and ready to go any time of day, regardless of the circumstances. They're sex machines, right? And on the flip side, we're taught that if women just show up, if you put on the lingerie and you walk into the room, that he's going to be excited and ready for action.
Right.
I feel like this myth doesn't serve anyone, really. It sets us up for failure as their partners, because we believe that they should respond to us at any time of day.
Right.
But more importantly, it really teaches men that they need to be ready to go all of the time. So they feel really ashamed when they're not.
Gotcha.
They don't know what to do about that. They don't know how to talk about it, because they think that they should be ready to go. So this socialization piece around men being hypersexualized is very problematic for everyone involved.
I'm glad that you're shedding light on this, because honestly, I'm learning as I'm listening to you. So then let's talk about this. So for viewers watching, men and women, what can we do? What are some of the reasons why men have low libido?
I love this question, and because the reasons are exactly the same that women have low libido. So we think about things like stress at work, anxiety, depression, problems in the relationship. Men are impacted emotionally very similarly as women to the common stressors of life. We just don't allow them to take up space with their complicated emotions because they're men. They shouldn't have feelings, and they should just be sexual all the time.
And the flip is they don't feel comfortable talking because they believe that they're not supposed to.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Another common problem is when men have sexual dysfunction, when they have issues like erectile dysfunction, or when the little blue pill isn't doing the job, they start to avoid sex and might develop a sort of secondary low desire, if you will.
Oh, wow.
So low desire might be an avoidance tactic. I don't feel desire because I can't perform, or I feel really anxious about performing, or it might be something more emotional. This surprises a lot of heterosexual couples, but it might be that your husband wants to feel more emotionally connected to you.
This is like, if my brain could explode,
I know,
it would
he
explode.
might actually want to talk about his feelings.
That's a good
crazy
thing.
concept.
And I'm only laughing out of just nervousness, because this is all new.
Yeah.
Really is all new, because we're just not taught this. Okay,
Right.
so then how can a man talk to his partner?
I think a more important question is, how can we invite them to have a conversation with us? I don't want to put all of the pressure on the men to step up and change the narrative of how we have socialized them sexually to be these hypersexual beings. So I think if a man feels confident kind of taking a step up and saying, hey, I have these other needs, I really need to talk about them, I think that's great. But I want to invite partners. Like if you are noticing that your male partner isn't as into sex with you anymore, if you think he might be struggling with low desire, invite him to tell you about it.
How do you do that?
What needs do you have sexually that aren't being met right now?
Do you just come right out after dinner and say, let me talk to you for a second?
Sure, why not? How else are we going to do it?
No, it's true. I'm
just rip the Band-Aid.
So we just have to go in there and have the conversation.
Right.
Invite them to open up.
Right. It's really about inviting our partners to be just as complicated as we are.
Can we say that?
Sure.
Okay, because I like that. I
Yeah.
like that a lot. Like, it's okay to be just as complicated and beautiful as I am.
Right. It's okay to have as many emotions and as many struggles and
Yes.
as many needs as I do. And instead of me just assuming that you should want sex all the time, why don't I ask you?
That's the best advice all week, but it's only Monday. That's the best
the
advice.
bar is low and I will take it.
All month. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
You are welcome.
This is good. We have to have this conversation continue.
All right,
Gotta come
let's
back
do
on
it.
that one. All right, we're going to have more information about Megan for you on our website at KATU.com. Coming up next, Kara shows us the best toy deals to snag on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Hang on, we'll be right back.